Oh, okay.
So, who are you as an artist?
As an artist, I could be one or two things. For me being a Gemini, I take that to an advantage. I can be a asshole, kind of like Gambino or Russ, kind of just be like, "Fuck you, I'm about that shit." But at the same time, I can be the heartbroken person, kind of like early Ed Sheeran. I guess you would say Sad Bieber, back in his Purpose days. But yeah, I'm
What mood do you take on the most of the time?
I'm more so the heartbroken person.
Heartbroken. Why would you say that?
Because as much as anyone can pull this whole "oh, I'm the shit" demeanor, you gotta kind of be that your sensitive
Right,
self.
right, you're right.
You know, you can't really just be this hard ass all the time. So yeah.
Okay, so but how long have you been working on music?
In general, about let's say 10 years since I was 9, but seriously, I'd say about 4 or 5 years
4 or 5
since
years.
the high school, the talent show.
High school, okay, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. So this album called Talia, which is like your first like real album that you had released. What inspired that?
What inspired it was pretty much me just falling for a girl that I knew for a long time and me trying to figure out a way to get those feelings out there. I took my first project as like a stepping stone for that. And I was pretty much proud of doing such.
Uh, so who is Talia, the whole person behind the album?
Um, Honestly, I don't even know who she is because like the way I seen her, she was this nice person. She was cool, whatever. But I was like falsely like marketed.
False and marketed. Okay.
Yeah, like pretty much she was like a nice person out there, but in general, overall, she was just like pretty much like, oh, I'll take these into consideration, but at the same time, like, fuck your feelings.
Right. So insensitive in a way
Yeah,
to your feelings. Okay.
yeah.
Were there any songs that were like on the cutting room floor that you kind of cut out of the album?
Yeah, one of them is How Is Life. I was more so inspired by this song Hey There Delilah
Right.
by Plain White T's.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? I want to do something like this. So I pretty much band my little group together. And I said, you know what? Let's do this song. And I started to work on it, and I still set a release date for August and was working on the song in July.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? I can't do that. So I scrapped the song as a whole only because I was just trying to rush the project, in all honesty. And it didn't work out. So I just said, you know what? Let me just scrap it. I might get back to it though in the future.
Right. Okay. Were there any other songs, or was that the only one?
Yeah, there was one more, but yeah, let's not talk about that
I'm
one.
not talking about it. Okay, no problem. So this production that you were a part of, called the Making Productions. Tell me about it.
The Making Productions was a little group that I started with some college mates. We wanted to do something to where artists and producers can get together and just work on something. And it was cool for like the first year, and then once money started to become an issue and a factor to the whole thing, like they was just like, you know what, we can't do this, and like I couldn't do it either. It was too stressful for me, especially with the way they were. I couldn't do it, but it's whatever. I still fuck with them. They're cool ass
Of course.
people outside of work.
Well, what was the reasoning for the initial split?
The reason behind it was pretty much creative differences, disagreements more so. They wanted to pretty much do this hip hop and neo soul thing, two genres I have no experience in, and they pretty much claimed that I wasn't working.
Right.
When I wanted to work on when I told them like for 2 weeks straight, when can we record my next project? When can we record my next project? I had the song ready and everything. And they were just like, we'll let you know, while at the same time going behind my back, getting in the studio, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm just like, you know what? It's cool. So they pretty much just kicked me out. And it was kind of hard because I worked with one of the guys at a waffle spot in Hollywood. Shout out to Ann Waffles. I fucking love that place, man. But man, it was kind of hard. But at the same time, I had to kind of grow up and accept the fact that this has happened, and I kind of just got to deal with it.
Right, and then move on.
Yeah.
Who inspires you to do music?
Um, Pretty much my grandfather.
Okay.
The legacy that he left, I want to kind of finish that and continue it. But as like artists that are out now, man, Ed Sheeran, Charlie Puth, Russ, um, honestly, surprisingly Drake.
Drake. Okay.
Like, dude's pretty cool. But most importantly, Brendan Urie.
Brendan Urie. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say that Brendan Urie is your favorite artist?
As for favorite artist, no. Like right now, as time goes on, he's my favorite artist because of what he can do. But as my favorite artist as a whole, like man, Michael Jackson. As much as that's an overrated answer to any favorite artist question, like honestly, he's my favorite artist, and the reason why is because when I was young, for the first like 9 years of my life, I was only able to listen to his music. I didn't know who Slim Shady was when I was 9. But it was like listening to his music, it's like, man, he did all these different genres in each album. And it's crazy to me. And I was like, yes, this is someone I can look up to. And I mean, I kind of still do. Like, I recently went back to like some of his albums. I'm like, damn, this is a track I haven't listened to in like years. This is my shit. And his videos, man, like that's something I really want to get into. Like the Who Is It video,
Right.
straight narrative, and I just love it.
Well, with Michael Jackson being your favorite artist, would you say one of his albums is a favorite of yours?
Um, as much as I guess you could say Bad is one of my favorite albums.
Right.
Um, my favorite album like right now is Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die by Panic at the Disco. Mainly because in high school you're still trying to figure out who you are. You're still trying to deal with you growing as a person, and that album helped me through a lot. Like heartbreak, stress, hell, even fucking finals.
Right.
And then it was just a great thing to really work on. And I don't know. Hearing that album just makes me happy.
It just brings back memories.
Oh yes, definitely.
Okay, for sure. Well, is there any info on any new projects or anything that you're working on next?
The only information I can give is that my next project's an EP.
Right.
Shit. And I'm also collaborating with a couple artists. I can't say who yet. I'll keep it as a surprise. But yeah, overall, it's gonna be a nice little, I guess you could say, resurrection for who I am as a person. But it's continuing the story of Talia and where it left off at the end.
Are we able to get a title or anything, or you can't release anything about it?
Reflection coming out 2018.
Reflection. Okay, for
Yeah.
sure. Why is it called Reflection?
It's called Reflection because I want to kind of reflect on who I am as a person and who I was. And basically, in the terms of growing up, there's different paths on which one you take. For me, it's going to show my growth as a person and me turning into the person that I feared I would have to be.
Right. Okay. Would you say that the person you are now is a drastic change from who you were before?
Oh, definitely. Totally. Like, people telling me every day, like, Josh, you changed, you're a different person. But that's all you can do. You can mature and be a better you. That's all you can do, you know? Especially when no one else is going to help you. Like thankfully, I have people that fuck with me heavy.
Right.
And I love that. Like, I could be with these people and, like, hell, if I need to cry in front of them, I'll cry in front of them.
Right.
If I need to vent some shit out, I'll vent some shit out, even if I get shit back for venting at the wrong fucking time. But it still works.
Right.
Like, can I get some water? Man, it's getting pretty hot in
A
here.
little thirsty. Yeah.
Yeah, a little thirsty, you feel me? Thank you so much, man. But, man, I just love what I do.
Right.
And I love the people that I have around me. And I'm glad that I am where I am today.
Well, it's good to have that support system where, like, you feel like you can't do anything, and you have that one person that you can go to and just be like, "Oh, look, I'm going through a tough time," and then you vent to them, kind of thing. It's cool to have that. So are you still in college at the moment?
Oh yeah, I am. I'm finishing up in September, and I'm studying music production.
Right. What do you plan on doing after college?
Well, recently I took a marketing class, and they was talking about being like what an A&R does,
Mhm.
and like it's cool as hell to just go out and scout talent. Like that's great. And if nothing big happens with this music thing, within the next couple months, I might just take on the job as an A&R and just kind of go around scouting people out. You know?
Right, it pays well too, so it's
Oh
like
yeah, I
it's,
heard. I was like,
yeah,
damn, I could buy
yeah.
a nice, good kiddie pool for
Right.
that price.
Is that all you really wanted to do, or just music, or do you have any other aspirations?
Well, like out of my whole senior class, I got best actor.
Okay.
And I mean, I wrote scripts for like albums that I heard. Like one of them, Alex Goots' Wake Up Call.
Right.
Heard that album, I was like, there's a fucking story behind this. I'm gonna uncover it. Wrote me a whole script, and I was like, yes, I want to work on this. Like I hit him up. Dude didn't even like. He said he was gonna help me, but as you can see,
Kind of fell out,
yeah,
right?
that kind of fell out. That nothing happened there, but it's cool. Shit happens. Um, but I mean, acting is another
Right.
thing.
So do you think you'd be able to juggle A&R and acting, or would you just cut one and just do the other?
I mean, shit. I know someone that did and waffles being a server
Mhm.
like 5, 7 days a week and doing like auditions left and right. So I
Okay.
mean, yeah.
Right. Well, if you were to ever actually do acting, would you want to do like TV, or would you want to do movies?
Oh, film, easy.
Film. Okay.
Like, film is some achievement that I cherish. I go to a movie and I'm like, I'm looking for more things than just, oh, this is gonna be a fun, amazing
Right.
movie. Like,
Right.
I went to like last year. I went to see La La Land. Heard a bunch of buzz about it. I was like, this might be a really good movie. Let's see what the buzz is about. Seen it twice in one day, back to back.
Yeah.
I never did that with any film. Like, I mean, I guess you could say Sing Street, but that was like 2 separate days.
Right.
But La La Land, I seen twice in one day. Then I saw it again the next day, again the next day,
Right.
and then spread out here and there up until April when the movie came out on Blu-ray, where I bought 2 copies. Why? Because that film is a masterpiece, in my opinion. Like from the like, I mean, I guess the acting's okay, you know, because it's just telling a straightforward story. But the music's great, the cinematography's great, the score is phenomenal. Like
Right.
I don't like see, I couldn't even say fantastic or phenomenal because it's just both.
Right.
And it's a film that I will always cherish because of the fact that as much as it's some people say a Hollywood whitewash film, it tells a story and it inspires people to chase their dream, even if it takes 5 years.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Um. Well, I think that's about all the questions I have.
Oh shit.
So
Damn.
I mean, appreciate your time though.
Oh no, pleasure being here, man.
Bye, man.
Thanks.
Anything you want to say before we end the video?
Shit. Um, check out my discography on Spotify, SoundCloud, and Apple Music. JCL, you'll find it. Um, and also, if you have a dream, chase it, even if you have to do it on your own or with a certain group of people, because I mean that's all you can do. Much love, JCL.
Oh, let me see. You better hope it was recording because I'll be a L.